experience last night around healing my body that has my brain just kind of like warped into what is possible. So for some of you guys, you probably know I've had a knee injury that started back in December. Actually, it was like a re-injury, so that happened a year ago, regardless. And I've gotten into the point where it's like 90%, you know, like I can play tennis, I can work out, I can do all of these things, but that last kind of 10%, you know, like waking up in the morning and feeling stiffness, walking down the stairs, not being able to do certain yoga poses, things like that have really been, well, annoying. And so my brother recommended a modality that he's been using for his wrist and recently more things called fascial counterstrain. So I'm not going to give you like too much about it, but yesterday I had my first session and I'm sitting with this doctor. And I'm asking because I'm amazed, and I just want to point out that, like, I'm going to talk about what she did, but every time she did a move, she would stop me and actually ask me to test something. So I would like get into pigeon pose or get into child's pose, two poses that really like hurt my knee. And every time she did like a 90-second hold on my body, I felt better. Like I would go deeper, there was less pain. So it was like a moment by moment release. So I got really curious and I asked her, you know, what's actually happening? Like, what are you doing? So the modality is that she's basically like touching places in your head, and she feels for places that are either inflamed or like swollen, which is crazy in its own right. And then that place in my cranium here tells her what is happening in my knee. Is it a cartilage thing? Is it a bone thing? Is it a muscle thing, a tendon thing, a ligament thing, whatever. And then she goes and she finds that place on my body. Now, when she touches that place on my body, it hurts. It hurts, like to the touch, it hurts. And this is not a spot that I knew hurt, but like when she touched in that specific spot, I was like, oh, that hurts. And then she holds two fingers basically on like two different places on my leg. And within 90 seconds, that spot, well, now with the awareness that I have, I can actually feel it happening. But like afterwards, you touch that same spot and there's no more tenderness or rawness. So I asked her, like, what's actually happening? And this is the part that's super important, so listen closely. Because it has everything to do with how the body functions, not only to hold physical pain, but to hold mental, emotional. And it's the reason why you struggle to produce the results that you're wanting in your life. So here's the example. My knee, what happened in my knee was my meniscus actually got kinked, like it moved, okay? Now, the body intuitively is incredibly smart. So it says, hey, we can't give him full range of mobility, because if he has full range of mobility right now and he keeps doing what he's gonna do, he's actually going to tear the meniscus. You tracking this? So the body intuitively knows, oh, we're getting to that red zone, we need to back him off. So now listen to what my body did. It actually stopped an artery from flowing more blood to this place. And because of that, the flexibility that I had, like I couldn't bend my knee like this, it was kind of like that, right? So that flex, when I would do here, would put tremendous amount of strain on my body because the knee here didn't have enough blood. And the body physically, as a protection mechanism to do any more damage, stops it. So for example, like same thing would happen with your shoulder, right? Like if you hurt your shoulder, people know like you can't raise your arm a certain way. Why is that? Because the brain is actually tensing up other places, like it'll tense up your bicep or tricep, stopping the mobility so that you can't do further harm. Now here's the thing, that part of your body heals, like my knee is better, right? But the brain is still in protection mode. And because it's still in protection mode, it's not giving you that mobility. It never fully releases because it doesn't fully understand that that part's healed. So what this woman does is she actually goes and retrains your fascial memory in connection to brain to show the muscles and the tendons and the ligaments to the brain and go, oh, look, it's healed. Bring back the blood, bring back the mobility. How insane is our body? Now, how does this apply to you? The work that Guy and I have started to do over the last 5 years, let's say, scientifically based work, but in the most incredible, energetic, cutting edge healing modality. What do we do for people in emotional trauma? You go out and you want to find the man or woman of your dream, have the relationship of your dream. But every time you enter a relationship and things get a little bit heated, what happens? You distance, you pull back, you get too anxious, you get too in there, and you sabotage the entire thing. And you do this time and time and time again. Maybe it's your health. You get to a certain place in health, and then you hit that red line, and then the whole system backs off. Why? So check this out. When we're young, we have all sorts of emotional traumas that get trapped everywhere in our system. Our brain goes, Sally, you're never going to have to feel that heartache again. And it creates this entire system that every time it almost feels like that little part of you is going to get triggered, the system throws it off. So you never quite have access to that piece. The work that we do actually highlights that part and allows divine intelligence to release it without your understanding why or how it got created in the first place, without even your involvement in trying to release it. We simply hold a field of healing that allows for this stuff to clear. And when it clears, the mind all of a sudden doesn't have something internally to protect. There's no wound there to protect you from failure, to protect you from fear, protect you from not feeling good enough. That part is just gone. And so the mind reworks itself and everything reworks itself, and now you're living life as a completely different human being. So the work that she did on my knee yesterday, just yesterday, I woke up this morning and I walked down the stairs, I was like, oh my God, this feels incredible. Like, I didn't have to sit there and work on my knee. It just is. That's the level of work that we are now able to do with people who work with us today. And so I want to invite you to something. You're going to find out more information, but I want to invite you to something now. This coming August, Guy and I are going to be putting together a new training. Now, if you've heard, we have a program or had a program called the Masterclass. And that Masterclass had videos that Guy and I recorded years ago, and then coaches, our certified coaches, that walked you through that process. It was about a 100-day program. Guy and I are scrapping that. We're creating a brand new program using all of the new technologies that I just mentioned to you. That and many, many more. And we're going to start the first one here in August. Now, this one in August is the only one, I repeat, the only one that Guy and I will be leading live to a small group of you. After that, it will be like the Masterclass. People will watch the recordings of that and then be led by our certified coaches, which is amazing. However, for this round and this round only, Guy and I will be leading the charge. So that means that you have to apply, be accepted by us, because we're not just going to accept everyone. We're going to try to intentionally keep this group small, and we're going to walk you through this process. It's going to be about 90 days that we're going to spend together. Every 2 weeks, we're going to be doing a live training with you. In addition to that, you're also going to have a one-on-one coach that you'll be working with during this process. And in addition to that, you're going to have live coaching, like Q&A coaching sessions that Guy and I are going to lead as well. Again, after this program, so the next program that starts in September, will not have Guy and I leading it. It will be the recordings of it and then our coaches. So if you've been interested to work with Guy and I personally, but money has been an issue, just know that the next program that you do get to work with us, that has a $15,000 price tag. The one to work with us one-on-one starts at $50,000, okay? This program in August is going to be just $5,000. That's right, just so a third of the price of working with us on other programs, you'll be able to if you get yourself into this August Awake program. If you've been stuck in your life, if you've done a ton of mindset work, but you keep hitting that same point over and over and over, just realize that you're not doing anything wrong. There's just this brain, body, mind, heart connection that has been stunted, has been kinked, and because of it, it doesn't matter how many books you read. It doesn't matter how many seminars you take, you're gonna still deal with that kinked part. And the mind, which is incredibly powerful, will continuously protect you from actually living the life that you want. So reach out to me, leave a comment below, let me know that you're interested. We're gonna be taking a $500 deposit to apply to the program. I don't wanna talk to all these people. So you must know that you can afford the 500 bucks as a deposit, and more than that, know that you can afford the $5,000 if we accept you into the program. If you cannot, you need not apply at this point, okay? We're gonna have some payment options and things like that, but the price is $5,000. So again, you apply. If for whatever reason we have the conversation and I feel like you're not a fit, then we'll just refund you the 500 bucks. Otherwise, that 500 will just go towards credit towards the tuition cost. So again, if you want to be part of this first ever Awake program led by Guy and I, just comment below. I'll send you a private link. You can apply. It's going to be a first come, first serve basis. So once it's filled, this program's over. You'll be able to take the one come September or whenever it is. It'll just be a slightly different layout. Okay? So with that, I just wanted to share this amazing story with you because I'm like in awe of what is happening with my leg right now. I'm gonna head out and actually play some tennis right now and see how it feels doing that. But I really wanted to share this with you and give you the opportunity to get in there as quickly as possible because things are gonna happen fast. We already have 3-4 people messaging me yesterday after our video that they want to be in this August program. So again, first come, first serve. Love you guys so much. Super happy to be back. And yeah, thanks for being part of this incredible community, incredible family. We are so excited to really start to share things that help you heal instead of just understand. So with that, I will leave you guys. Have an amazing day and I'll talk to you soon.